In terms of what I feel, I feel energy as expected from 400 milligrams of caffeine. There's focus for sure. Nothing crazy. Mother Bucker. This one is coming from the company that likes to put deer antler velvet in their pre-workouts, but is Mother Bucker any different? Well, the short answer is yes. They actually did a decent job at the formula. Now, let's start off with the ingredients and then we'll go into my experience. Please subscribe. This is starting off with 6.4 grams of Beta-Alanine. If you're not used to taking Beta-Alanine, you will feel some massive tingles. But for me, personally, I didn't feel that many tingles, but that could be because of my tolerance. I've been taking pre-workouts with Beta-Alanine for a while. That could be the reason. Science hasn't really confirmed this for sure though. Citrulline, 4 grams. So citrulline is followed up by nitrosigine. Citrulline is dosed here at 4 grams. It's kind of on the minimum side. It is on the minimum side. That's how much you need to get the benefits from it. Basically, it can increase nitric oxide production, helping with pumps, blood flow, and recovery. But a lot of pre-workouts tend to use anywhere from 6 to 10 grams, 10 grams being the max dose. 4 grams is very minimum, but we do have the next ingredient, which is sort of like citrulline, does kind of the same thing, but with less evidence, and this is nitrosigine. Now, nitrosigine is dosed here at 1.5 grams, which is the perfect dose, and it will help also with nitric oxide production, but citrulline does have that track record of science and reputation of actually working. Nitrosigine is interesting. It does help in my experience. And so it's followed up by tyrosine, 1.5 grams. This will help with mental cognition, especially if you're tired. It'll help kickstart those neurotransmitters, which helps with focus and motivation. 1.5 grams, we're seeing a decent dose here. And then we have glycerol, 500 milligrams. I mean, there might be some benefits from this little dose, but 500 milligrams, it's quite tiny. It should be anywhere from like 2 grams and up. And it is using the good form, 500 milligrams of HydroPrime. I guess it's okay. That will help with water retention, helping your muscles blow up like balloons, especially if you're combining it with other nitric oxide boosters. Caffeine. So caffeine total here is 400 milligrams. It's split between 2 forms, 300 milligrams of caffeine hydrous and 100 milligrams of slow digesting, delay release caffeine. So caffeine is the foundation of energy. It'll help prevent that enzyme that makes you feel tired. And at 400 milligrams, we're getting a decent dose. My personal sweet spot is 300 milligrams. And when it's combined with other stimulants, there's like more effects going on. So at 400 milligrams, it's not a tiny dose, but if you can handle 300 milligrams of caffeine, you should be okay with this. Then we have Himalayan salt. This is just a source of sodium. Sodium is important for exercise because you lose it when you exercise. Theobromine, 100 milligrams. Oh, we missed alpha GPC. Alpha GPC, 300 milligrams. This will help with focus and cognition, but we don't know if it's 50%. If it's 50%, which is usually the case for pre-workouts using alpha GPC, it should be dosed at 600 milligrams. That's the standard dose at 50%. If it's 100%, then 300 milligrams is enough. And this will help with the production of acetylcholine, which is referred to as the learning and focus concentration type of nootropic. So it'll help you stay focused for a long time. Then we have Theobromine, 100 milligrams. This is basically a milder version of caffeine. It'll have more of an effect on mood uplift. And it's not slower digesting, but it's more milder than caffeine. But it has that mood uplift effect to it. Astrogen, 50 milligrams. This will help you absorb all the ingredients that you're taking it with, enhancing the bioavailability of all the ingredients that you're using it with. And then we have Syn Active. This has a role in ATP production. It'll help with cellular health, just basically helping energize your workout and with performance. Then we have Alpha Yohimbine. Alpha Yohimbine at 2 milligrams. This will promote some dirty energy feeling and also helps with fat burning. It's also a stimulant. So if you are sensitive to Alpha Yohimbine, that's something to keep in mind, to look out for. Huperzine. Huperzine is a nice nootropic combined with alpha GPC. It has a nice synergetic effect for all day focus, as Huperzine can actually prevent the enzyme that eats away acetylcholine, allowing for more acetylcholine to float in your bloodstream, allowing for more focus, more concentration, literally all day long. And at 200 micromilligrams, this is a good dose. The standard is 100 micromilligrams or 10 milligrams if it's standardized to 1%. So after seeing all this, after understanding the ingredients here, there is some nice nitric oxide boosters in here, but the problem I see is the beta-alanine. There doesn't need to be such a big dose. The clinical dose is supposed to be like 3 grams, 3.2. At 6.4, they're kind of like trying to bump up the serving size, and that's what it looks like. But with that in mind, there is close to 20 grams per serving. But without that beta-alanine, I mean, if it's cut in half, then we would see something like 17 grams. So it's it's not bad since they don't use, creatine, beta-alanine, kind of like the tactics that we see in some pre-workouts where they combine these ingredients at big dosages, making the serving size look humongous, but in actuality, they're just trying to save on money as these ingredients are relatively cheap to get. But anyway, how's the experience? Let's get into it. Poop. Go to me at the gym. So I'm not going to lie, I had low expectations with Mother Bucker. Looking at Bucked Up and all these pre-workouts that this company has, they're pushing deer antler, this ingredient that doesn't do anything, doesn't have any evidence. And every time I look at the label for Mother Bucker, I'm expecting to see deer antler, velvet, or whatever that ingredient is. It has absolutely no scientific evidence for benefits, especially as a pre-workout. So it just made me wonder, and it made me doubt all the stuff that's coming from this company. And Mother Bucker, it's more of a comprehensive formula compared to Bucked Up. It has the nitric oxide boosters, it has the stimulants, and it doesn't have anything special or crazy compared to their previous pre-workouts such as deer antler, velvet. So Mother Bucker is actually like a properly formulated formula. Looking at the ingredients, it's not like completely formulated like the way it should be compared to the highest standard of pre-workouts when it comes to all angles of ingredients, and such as agmatine. Agmatine is not in there, and I think that's an essential nitric oxide booster because it prevents the nitric oxide levels from decreasing. But it does have Huperzine and some nootropics. So how's the experience? So I've used this twice. The first time was yesterday with my cardio session. I was going to go to the gym, but I ended up just doing cardio outside. And it was sprinting, I did some body weight exercises, and it was actually a very nice walk and run and cardio session. And the energy was up, the focus was up, everything was as it should be with this kind of formula. So using this today with my upper body day, and well, actually my upper body day has some problems because with my bench press, my shoulder hurts. And today is actually a lot better than last week. Last week I was really in pain, but this week I'm feeling stronger and I was able to do some tests with my shoulder without any pain compared to last time. Considering that, I still had a good workout. I still bench pressed with dumbbells and I still bench pressed with a barbell. Although not at my maximum weight, I was still really pumped and really feeling good overall. I was doing pull-ups, rows, and I just felt really good. And the energy was there, the focus was there. The pumps actually surprised me. The pumps were better than I expected. And my veins were popping out, maybe because I'm losing fat now. And although I don't think I'm losing fat, but just overall looking better and feeling good. And I was doing rotator cuff exercises, chest exercises, pull exercises. I was feeling pretty good. I could keep going, and I actually worked out for like an hour and 20 minutes, including some stair climber cardio. Excuse me. But as the intra workout, I did drink Hydrate from Transparent Labs, and that's just like an electrolyte formula with sodium, potassium, and all this stuff. It wasn't anything more than what you would expect. For example, if we were going to compare it with a pre-workout like Bulk Black, Bucked Up does have an edge on focus as well as energy. It has 100 milligrams more energy, more caffeine. 100 milligrams more caffeine in Mother Bucker. Did I call it Bucked Up? I think I called it Bucked Up. But I do mean Mother Bucker. And yeah, it's comparable to that. Another pre-workout that it might compare to is Godzilla by Rise. Both of them have the same equivalent of caffeine, but I think Mother Bucker has more nootropics, more focus. And overall, it was just a good workout. I liked it, but I wouldn't go out on my way to get this pre-workout because there's better options with better ingredients. Although, like for example, if we were going to compare it with Bulk Black actually has the foundation of vitamins, minerals, as well as the other ingredients, which sets it apart, as well as the natural flavoring. So it has like a well comprehensive ingredient label that's well thought out in comparison to Mother Bucker, which has nitric oxide boosters, but doesn't have taurine, I don't think, and tyrosine. It might have tyrosine, but honestly, the experience with Mother Bucker was good, and I liked it. It was good pumps, but I don't see or think of anything special that makes it stand out more than the competition, other than the flavor. And I don't like that, and I'm not going to use that against them. The formula is good. It has good pumps. It has nootropics. It has energy. It has everything. It doesn't go anything beyond than what you would expect from such a formula. But I liked it. It was decent. The 400 milligram caffeine amount was just perfect for me. With the 100 milligram delayed release caffeine amount, nothing about it stands out. And it's good overall. Like if you find it at a discount for less than, let's say, $45, I would say that's a fair price for this kind of pre-workout. But at $50, there's better options that have unique features, such as Bulk Black, and then there's Caged Elite, which is like $2 more, I believe, than Mother Bucker. So there's better options, I believe, and at that price range, at the formula, it has 19 grams per serving, which should have been what Bucked Up was or is, because Bucked Up doesn't have anything special, and Mother Bucker, of course, is a better choice over Bucked Up. Thank you so much.